Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here, and we appreciate your assistance in helping us get the word out as we're dealing with what has become a very extended situation on Watson Boulevard involving a significant water main issue. Just to give you a little background so you know who we all are and what we're dealing with, I'm James Drinkard, J-A-M-E-S-D-R-I-N-K-A-R-D. I'm the city administrator. Here to my left, from the far end, is Craig Clifton. He is our public works director. Next to him, Monty Walters. Monty is our utilities director. Here we have Craig Woodyard. Craig is head of our stormwater operation, and then on the far end is Ron Smith. Ron is over the water division within our utilities department. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of background, then we'll give you a current update, and then we'll take questions. So the situation that we're dealing with, we are approximately 48 hours in now, and that is not anything that we expected. We thought we were dealing with a relatively typical water leak. The situation began approximately 1:30 on Tuesday with the report of essentially a pothole in a lane on Watson Boulevard. Our stormwater division went out to take a look at that and discovered that we had something much more significant. We had a sinkhole developing. We shut down the lanes, and by about 2:30, our utilities group was on site and had taken control of the situation and were coordinating with the Georgia Department of Transportation for lane closures. By 3 o'clock, we had issued initial notification to media and had also begun working with Public Affairs Division at Robins Air Force Base to coordinate, because by that time we knew we would be dealing with an overnight closure that would likely extend into the morning and impact commuters coming into the base, which is obviously significant traffic on Watson Boulevard. Our utility crews, in conjunction with especially our public works crews, have been on site out there for a full 48 hours. Nobody has gone home. So we are working in rotations. We're trying to rest people as we can as we deal with this situation. Ultimately, what we have is a large water main that was installed around 1960. So we're dealing with a 60-year-old pipe. Since that time, Watson Boulevard has been expanded, and so the pipe ended up today about 30 feet below ground with a box culvert on top of it that was installed by the state as part of the expansion of Watson Boulevard. So it took us a lot to dig down to actually find that pipe, because in the 1960s, nobody was recording where those pipes were. So we didn't have drawings to work from, we didn't have maps to work from, we just had to get in and start digging. As you start thinking about putting people in the ground to do this work, and you've got them 30 feet down, we obviously had to reinforce the hole that we had to dig so that we could ensure the safety of our workers. That delayed some things as we were waiting for some forms to reinforce the sides. We have had a series of complications, and that has significantly extended this situation. That began with the identification of a large natural gas force main that is located in close proximity to the water line. That means that we cannot put large equipment on top of it, so we're having to dig from the roadway down and have to do some handwork as well. We've also dealt with situations such as the inability to get concrete delivered on the site initially due to just inavailability of concrete from the concrete suppliers, mainly because their drivers, who are all CDL drivers, had reached their maximum driving time and had to be rested. So initially we were hearing we would not get concrete until Friday, but that would mainly impact the road repair. Our belief last night was that we would be turning water back on this morning to at least the majority of our customers by about 8:30. And around that time, we did, in fact, turn water on, at which point we discovered another issue that was up pipe and it was forcing the water back. So we had to turn everything back off, and our initial plan for how we were going to resolve the issue is no longer viable. As a result, the repairs that are underway now have us anticipating that water restoration should be about 8 o'clock tonight. We currently have somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 customers potentially impacted. Of that, about 350 are residential customers. That has been our primary concern. Obviously, we have customers out there who have been without water service for 48 hours, and that is a significant concern. So that has been our total focus to this point, is getting that water restored. Recognizing, however, that we may have some individuals who are homebound in that area and maybe running short of bottled water and other options, we are putting some things in place. We will release later today, if it begins to look like we will not hit that 8 o'clock time frame for restoring water, we will be releasing a number that homebound residents who are impacted by this water service interruption can call, and we will deliver bottled water to them. We ask, however, and we're going to hold that number for now, because honestly we're still setting some things up, but we are going to really rely on the public, and we would ask your assistance in stressing this, that only those residents who are truly homebound, who cannot get out and get to a store or get assistance from a family member or neighbor in getting to the store to get bottled water, only those residents call that number when it's released. Our supply that we can bring to the issue is somewhat limited, and we want to make sure it gets to those who truly have need. So that is our current situation, and at this point we'll be glad to take any questions.